Yo guys, so before we get into this video, I just want to talk to you about foottrading.co.uk. I know this has been part of my intros before, however it is bigger and better than ever now with new updates arriving all the time to improve the way that you guys make coins. Essentially there are free trading guides here that will teach you to trade with special cards, icons, silvers, all that good stuff, so make sure you check those out. If you want to subscribe, it's £10 per month. That gets you access to buying and selling prices for special cards, silver cards and icons. The icons have just been updated. I will give you a look at that right now. The prices here are updated every single day without fail, so I can show you this. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. But there are over 95 icons on there now, which will help you guys make massive profit from them. The special cards are about to be updated too. We're hoping to have 300, 400 plus on there eventually. Special cards, again, we're buying and selling prices to help you guys make as many coins as possible in this game. And we've also recently added the Thursday flips filter. We tell you guys what to go out and buy earlier in the week and what to sell them for on Thursdays to make absolutely monumental profits. As a guy that we know has already started investing in these cards, we're looking to make 1 million coins from that alone this week. For £15, you get access to a thing called live filters. These are some of the best filters that we find on the game to help you guys make coins. These have had insane reviews. People are loving them very much. So we're really pleased to see that you guys are enjoying the site. But like I say, it's £10 for tier 1, £15 for tier 2. If you want to get involved, click the link down below. I guarantee you it will make you a lot of coins on this game. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below, clicking the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated. If you want to watch me do this stuff live, click the link down below, come over to Twitch. We're going to be live throughout the whole of Tots, making coins, having fun, doing what we always do. So make sure you click the link down below, come over to Twitch. And as always, check out foottrading.co.uk. We are considering cutting off the tier 2 subscription on there now. We've got quite a few of you on there and we don't want to be in a situation where we have loads and loads of tier 2s and live filters are less effective. So we are debating at the moment where we cut it off. So if you do want to subscribe to tier 2, make sure you get it done. But yeah, you guys are absolutely killing it and supporting that content massively. So thank you from the bottom of mine and Dan's heart for all the support and allowing us to do this full time. But this video is threefold. We need to talk about a few things in terms of what we're doing. League SBC method is returning, don't get me wrong. But at the moment, I'm just stacking packs. I don't want the videos to get monotonous for the next 2 or 3 days. As you can see, we've got 30 packs now stacked up. I'm hoping to get that to 40, 50 packs for the start of Tots. A lot of people are saying to me, you're not going to hold your packs for better Tots teams? And the answer is no, because I can cycle League SBCs. I can keep opening packs up either way. It doesn't make a difference to me. So I'm cycling these for a big pack opening to celebrate the start of Tots, which you guys will see the highlights of as part of a League SBC episode. But I'm also going to be continuing that series throughout the whole of FIFA. There's no reason for it to go. You guys are loving it, showing amazing support on it, so we'll keep that going. However, for the next couple of days, I want to get into a couple of bits that are going to help you guys make coins, because that will help you in the long term. But the first thing we talk about is, number one, what do you guys want to see on this channel in terms of more content moving forward? Number two, we need to talk about silvers and how you invest readily today and tomorrow. Silvers are going to be a massive play for the next couple of days in terms of a lot of coins can be made from those very quickly. You guys will really benefit from silvers. I'll talk more in detail about that afterwards. And then we're going to talk about investments for Tots and some questions you guys had about them and how you guys can make a lot of coins from Tots very easily without any stress. First thing to talk about is the content on the channel. Obviously, we are and will always be a trading channel. That's what I help you guys make coins, and that's what I care about. That's the main part of this channel, and that's never going to change. But it's what other videos you guys want to see. I now have a video editor who does edits some of my videos for me. I edit some of the videos myself. I'm looking to try and get to a point where we do 2, maybe 3 videos a day across time zones, basically. A lot of people have been asking me for like a Draft to Glory series. I did start that a little while ago. It did relatively well. But if you guys would like to see a Draft to Glory series or something like that, that would be cool. But any other content you guys want to see outside of trading, or any specific trading videos you guys want to see, comment down below and tell me what you guys want to see from the channel. I want it to be a channel led by you guys for what you guys want to watch and want to see. But I do think some gameplay wouldn't go amiss on the channel, whether that is a Draft to Glory series or Foot Champions highlights, etc. A lot of people seem to think that because I trade, I don't play the game. I'm actually quite a good player. I'm not an incredible player. I'm a Gold 1 Elite 3 player. But I think people get the misconception that because I trade, I don't play the game, which is not true. I do play the game. So let me know down below what you want to see. And if there's within reason, I can make that happen. 0 to 2 million, I want to bring 0 to 2 million back. It's just very difficult with timing at the moment. To trade on 2 separate accounts is very hard. I need to be able to keep this count up to date. So 0 to 2 million will hopefully come back. If it doesn't come back, we'll find a way to give away some coins either way. But I don't want to sort of offset my content too much by relying upon that one series that grinds out I've got 2 grinding series on the go at that time, and it'd be very difficult to maintain good quality on that. So that's just something for you guys to note. However, let's talk about silvers. You guys would have known that earlier in this week there was a degree of a market crash. The market seems to have actually leveled out, if not slightly climbed as the week's gone on, especially with special cards. But silvers weren't affected by that. Silvers has continued to climb throughout the week, and the reason for that is silvers aren't affected by market drops, bar a couple of exceptions, mainly many teams that have goalkeepers that are high rated. If those goalkeepers come down in value, it brings down the value of the silver. But silvers don't really get affected by that. Silvers tend to get affected by supply on the market, which is usually, like I tell you guys all the time, marquee matchups or daily pack SBCs and stuff like that. Silvers during a promo are even more effective because, as I tell you guys all the time, silvers see a massive hype because people are grinding League SBC method, people are grinding the SBCs themselves to make packs. A lot of people don't really care about sitting there waiting like I do with League SBC method till Thursday to make coins in that way and buy their players on Thursday to just buy them anytime. So they continually be taken off the market without any supply. It drives the price up and up and up and up, and you can make massive, massive profits out of it. The analogy I give people is that, again, there's very few methods on this game that you can put 5,000 coins into a card and get a 5,000 coin profit or a 3,000 or 4,000 coin profit. So silvers are massively effective in that sense. However, we have got supply tonight almost certainly for marquee matchups, and we're going to have a ton of supply tomorrow from people stacking packs. And it's how you invest with that. Now, if you want to know the filters, again, come over to the Twitch channel. It's !6 PM silvers. Tonight, we will be investing in silvers and buying into silvers. I'm going to be buying in hard this week. I'm going to be buying a lot of silvers, a lot of fodder to eventually go up in value. I've got to find out the most effective way to do that in terms of waiting for fodder to rise and silvers to rise. I might only do one of the two, but I'm on my eye at the moment. It's probably going to be fodder because I know that will rise, but we'll talk about it on stream. I don't want to go into too much detail about the filters other than to say right now for you guys, I'm explaining to you right now, the filters you want to be looking at, as I say it all the time, look at Sheffield United, Norwich, Aston Villa from the Premier League. Sheffield United, Norwich, Aston Villa, okay? Those positions in the Premier League, those teams in the Premier League, sorry. Liga, look at Dijon and Metz. Syria, look at Brescia, look at Parma, look at Spal, probably a good ones to go with. When you're first doing it, Spal, quite effective. Bundesliga, be looking for Dusseldorf, Union Berlin, Paderborn, La Liga Santander, look at Mallorca. Essentially, what you want to do with silvers, I always tell you this, is check their price pre-6 PM, especially on Thursdays. See what they're selling for pre-6 PM, and you want to buy those players once they see a 40% drop. So let's say the player is 10,000 coins, you want to buy into him at 6,000 coins and below. At maximum 6,000 coins and below. Always look for the 40% drop off. The however to that today, though, is massively that everyone's going to hold their marquee matchup packs. Some people will open them. Some people are stupid and will open them. There's no reason to open them today, but some people will open them. And that means that I don't believe there'll be a 40% drop off tonight at all. I believe that the drop off tonight will be lower. Therefore, there is a chance you can buy in slightly higher. Now, I wouldn't advise this if you're new to trading with silvers because you might get burnt, and I'll tell you why you might get burnt in a minute. But there will be a drop off in certain cards. Tonight isn't going to be a night of heavy mass investing. It's just not going to be that. You will see really good deals. Tonight I'm going to be hella selective with my deals. Very, very selective. I'm only buying 50, 60 cards because I'm going to make sure the deals I get are perfect for being able to sell tomorrow. So when we normally look for the 40% rule, I'd say you'll probably save tonight at a 30%, possibly 25%, if you have the knowledge of the market. If not, I'd still be looking stringently for 40% drop off. But like I say, 5:30 comes, go to Aston Villa, Sheffield United, Norwich, Dijon, Metz, Brescia, Paderborn, Union Berlin, Dusseldorf. Check the prices of their players pre-6 PM. Check the prices of them. And then after 6 PM, at about 6:20, 6:30, that's when the market comes right down and the undercuts happen. Buy into them at that point. And then you want to buy into them and hold, and ideally buy them low enough that you sell them tomorrow morning. Now, normally I say to you, don't stress too much. I say, don't worry about it too much. It's all good. You can hold for 2-3 days. My belief here, however, is that come Friday, we are going to see a massive crash off because everyone I know is holding packs. Whether that's from League SBC method, whether that's from rewards, whether that's from packs they've got throughout the week, everybody is holding packs. So that means that there is a massive chance that silvers drop off exponentially on Friday, and I mean masses on Friday, okay? So I would look to, firstly, don't be scared to buy in tonight. Whatever you do, don't be scared to buy in. Buy in tonight, look for only the best deals and sell them tomorrow for profit. That's an easy way. Straight away you make profit from it because people will still be pack stacking in the same way I am. I'm sure most of you are. They'll still be needing to buy those silver cards. You want to sell them, you want to have them sold before the 6 p.m. drop tomorrow. Ideally, you want to sell them in the morning. The morning is when the market tends to be highest. But going into promos, the market in silvers does climb steadily until the promo starts. Come 6 p.m, everyone opens their packs, there's a chance to buy in. And now this is when my advice to you guys is to be even more stringent than normal. 40% rule is definitely in play on Friday. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. But 40% rule is definitely in play on Friday. Ideally, I think you can see 50, 60%. I think the market's going to drop like mad. Is that a problem? No, it's brilliant. It's absolutely sensational because as this promo goes on, people are going to want to keep stacking packs. They're not going to want to spend FIFA points all the time, so they will use League SBCs and silvers. Therefore, you buy into the silvers, you hold them, they will steadily rise as time goes on. There's not going to be quite the pack stack that there is now. There'll be a degree of pack stacking each week going from Thursday to Friday as the new Tots teams released, and better Tots teams, let's be honest, better Tots teams than these two. It looks like we're getting the EFL and the most consistent. The most consistent on the face of it doesn't look incredible, but it also looks like it looks alright, and I think there'll be a degree of hype about it. It is a start of Tots after all. People care about that. But you will see people taking those cards off the market relatively stably. People do not doubt it all the time. They come and say, won't people opening packs affect the market? It doesn't. It does not affect the silver market at all in any way, shape or form. You can be buying and selling all week. Flipping's going to be extremely powerful. I know some of my guys have made $500,000 this week alone just flipping silvers. Just be mindful of it. Again, sum it up. Buy in today. Be as stringent as you can with your buys. Sell by tomorrow. Come Friday evening, buy in. Allow for an even bigger drop than normal, more than the 40%. Buy, hold, sell over the coming days and weeks, and you'll make a big profit out of them. More profit you'd make off anywhere else considering your spend. You can spend 50k and probably make 50k back on top, and that's the level that you'll get to. But that silver sort of explained to a certain degree. Again, come over to Twitch. It's a lot easier for me to answer these questions and for you guys to get help when you've got 300 other people doing it, able to answer your questions in the chat. And as always with the Twitch, !Discord in my Twitch chat gets you access to the Discord. It's a brilliant, brilliant community. Everyone helps everyone. Tonight's going to be a massive hype. Everyone loves Thursdays. It's when we buy into it. And the coming days and weeks are going to be brilliant with Tots. You're going to see a lot of people packing stuff, enjoying it, having fun. So make sure you get involved. Like I say, !Discord. It's completely free to join the Discord. Does not cost a penny. If you are subscribed on the website or Twitch, you get access to a sub-only area. But it is completely free to Discord. And it will always be free to join. And I always interact with you guys as much as I can. We sit and chill trading and have conversations and just talk and get to know you guys. But that's silvers in a nutshell. Now we need to talk about how we're prepping for Tots. Now, the main thing that I'm going to say about Tots is fodder. I know I keep saying it, but I want to dispel a couple of myths. I've had someone say to me that the best time to buy into fodder is Friday with lightning rounds. And yes, that is usually correct. It is usually correct. The problem you have with that is if EA start Tots off with a bang and a really hyped SBC, fodder will rise. You may see a slight drop off initially, but it will rise, it will go up. We've seen it happen before. I think PK was an example of it. There's been a few times where it's come up. Now, do I think that you can't invest on a Friday? No, I don't at all. I think you take the risk and make a decision either way. For me personally, I'm going to be investing today onwards. I'm going to be buying into fodder. I don't really care about making the extra 1k, 2k off a card if I know I'm making decent coins off the card anyway. I don't really care about that at all. So we're going to look at a few examples right now in terms of players in the market. So Stefan De Vrij, for example, right now is sat at about 6k, okay? About 6k on the market. If I look at Delict, who's another good player, good link into him, 84 and 85. Let's look at Delict. Currently sat at 13k-ish. I mean, it's probably a little bit higher than that. So 13k. Someone's already bought that one. GG, so I've got that. 13k there. And then the other one I'm going to look at is one I talked to you guys about the time, Rakitic. Let's have a little look at Rakitic. Saw a few at like 17 and 18 earlier on. Has he gone, that one? Yeah, one's already gone. I don't know why it does that and shows you old ones. So he's got a 17.5 at the moment, which is gone. So about 18k Rakitic, I'm going to assume. Now, he's come down this slightly today with rewards, okay? I'm not going to pick him up for more than I know their realistically the minimum has been recently. So if we look at Footbin, if we look at Delict, his recent low, so I've got from the 1st of April basically, his recent low has been about 14-ish K, give or take, okay, on average. It's a 13k there on PS. But about 14k is where his minimum has been. Now, we have to caveat this. Firstly, Delict held a decent value because of the fact that we had the mid-icon. The mid-icon was out inflating the prices and allowing the prices to stay relatively high. Do I like him at 14k? Not necessarily. I'd like to get him lower than that. Again, and on Friday, I think, especially with Lightning Rounds, he could come down as low as, I don't know, 11, 12, maybe even lower than that, to be fair. The problem that I have with investing on the Friday, and the big problem I have with investing on the Friday, is if EA release an SBC that has relative hype about it, you may miss the boat. Do I think that's likely? Potentially not. I don't know if there's going to be that much of a hype around an SBC that really matters, but my concern is that is that. So the question mark here is risk, to a degree. It's risk and it's reward. Do you hold off and wait till Friday in the hopes that you can invest, or do you invest now? And in my opinion, if you can pick them up, a K or 2K under the current prices, I'm going to buy in. That's my mentality. But if I look at DeVry, for example, he's been relatively held up. But his low recently has been about 6,000 coins max. The 6,000 of him right now, he's got a 6,000 there on Xbox, a 5.5 on PS, a 6.4 there, a 5.7 on PS. DeVry holds a decent value no matter what happens. And so for myself, I'm not too bothered about the extra 1K, 2K. I just want to invest in them and have them there. And I know eventually they're going to go up. Because what will happen is, I was going to get it up on screen, but I don't want this video to be too long-winded. EA will release their guaranteed Tots packs. They will release SBCs. We get tons of SBCs join Tots. And over recent years, they've been relatively good value. In my opinion now, with the way things are this year, they're not going to be as good value, I don't think. EA will try and rinse this promo for as many coins as possibly can. So I think you can invest 83 to 87. Don't get me wrong, 83 to 87. And I'm probably going to invest 83 to 87. I like 85s, 86s and 87s just because I think there's going to be a couple of big-ass promos in here, big-ass SBCs in here that I think, right, I can buy into those heavily. I can buy into those SBCs heavily and make very good coins out of them. But I would just be mindful that, yes, you can buy it on Friday, like I say, but you may miss the boat. I know a lot of people are saying it, and I had one guy the other day in a chat that I was in going, well, compare when you get there. And I was like, he may well make more coins than I make from this investment, but he's also taking a bigger risk than I'm taking, and I don't need to take that risk. That does not mean that if I don't have these guys here, I'm not then going to buy into more on Friday if an SBC doesn't drop. I will be buying into fodder throughout this week, starting from today into Friday, Saturday, Sunday with Lightning Rounds. I'll be buying it all the time. I'm just going to be spending a lot of coins on it because it's guaranteed to rise. If you look at here, for example, the rises we saw in DeVry, he got to 11k. Now, if I pick him up at 6 and he gets to 11, I'm making 4,000 coins a card. I'm more than happy with that. As I showed you before with Rakitic, if with Rakitic we start off with, let's go the daily graph and just change this up. Let's just change the parameters. We go 20 there, 4, 0, 1. Look at Rakitic and he's down at 16k here. He gets as high as 28,000 coins. I sell him, make nearly 10,000 coins profit on him. So I don't mind either way. We're buying at all times, but I don't think there's a harm in buying in now. Just be mindful that with fodder, you're not going to see an instant return. It's going to be when an SBC comes out that's relatively hyped. And realistically, that's going to be the guaranteed Tots packs. But that's why I think, for example, the EFL Tots last year, if I'm right in thinking it was 83 rated. So 83 rated fodder is going to be a good play for those sort of ones. And it's just about putting your places in the best place you think it's going to be. The problem you have is you can go unassigned, but then you need to do it. So my plan today is to clear out my whole transfer pile. So I have 100 spots on my transfer pile that I can move stuff to if I need to get to the fodder that I need that's gone up in value. But 83, 84 fodder will hold a value at any point. So we'll 85, 86, 87, possibly 88. But I don't know if I'd buy into 88 specifically. I think I'd go for that. But don't just buy the same cards you've seen here. Go and type into Google cheapest players by rating on Footbin, and it will tell you the cheapest players by rating. But as a rule, stick to major leagues, major nations. That's where I would be at if I were you. So either major league or major nation, ideally both. But there are loads of them. I'm thinking Benzema, I'm thinking Casemiro, I'm thinking Rakitic, Pjanic, Di Maria. 85 ratings, I'm thinking De Jong potentially. DeVry, for example, for that there, Longley and Titi. Those sort of players are the ones that I'm thinking, they're the ones to buy into. There is another added thing here as well. And that is in the actual team of seasons that are coming out today, or tomorrow, sorry. And that is the community team of the season and the EFL. Specifically the EFL, right? When we got guaranteed Tots packs last year, it required a Tots player. A lot of time they required a Tots player. So you go and do your guaranteed Tots pack, you can put that into the SBC. However, if they're repeatable, they go up in price, etc, etc. These cards come down in value relatively quickly when they're in packs. They come down in value very, 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 very quickly. Especially the 88 rated, the 87s, the 88s here, and Jared Bowen. Because you can put them into an 84 rated squad or an 85 rated squad for an SBC and then fill that SBC up with 82s, 83s, 84s. They hold a value. You will see when these get packed, undercut after undercut, after undercut, after undercut. Especially the 7 PM lightning round. That's a good time to buy into them. if these get low enough, if these get below fodder prices, which they probably will, of normal 88 cards and 88 cards and 87 cards and 86 cards, buy them. Buy them, and hold them, and just chill on them. Because I'm telling you now, the moment that this drops, the moment these drop in value. It happened last year, they will climb. Like, they will definitely climb at a point, without a doubt. They always do this, especially the higher rated ones, because they're getting packed so often, they do massively get undercut. And you see, it's not going to show me the history of him, which is annoying. But you'll see them get undercut. I'm not going to give you a specific buy-in price. I will be doing it live, so you can watch me do it live if you want to. But you can buy into these cards relatively cheaply. Wait for the guaranteed community vote SBC to come out, the guaranteed La Liga SBC to come out, and you'll be able to sell these guys for good profit, for very, very good profit. Because a lot of the Tots cards in other teams won't hold the value. These guys are negligent in terms of value because they're EFL. You can only really link them to EFL players. They're not going to hold the same value that, for example, a La Liga Tots is probably going to hold a decent amount of value no matter what happens, because they're going to be higher rated, more linkable. So the EFL Tots and possibly the rest of the world Tots and possibly the community Tots will hold a better value. If these players get to fodder prices and below, I'm going to buy into them because I think, right, they're going to be needed for an SBC almost certainly. It's not guaranteed and there is a risk attached to it, but they're going to be needed. It's going to mean that I can try and pick them up. If, for example, let's look at Benzema right now. If you look at Benzema as an 87 rated, at this moment in time, he is sat at 30 odd K right now. 29,000 coins there, but 30k. If an 87 rated team of the season gets to that price or gets below that, I'm not, well, actually, he's good as fodder full stop anyway, and I can sell him as a Tots player for an SBC at some point in the future. I'm going to buy him. That's as simple as it is, and I'm going to use him because it's a relatively safe investment. If he's holding the same value as fodder anyway, you can sell him as fodder. So it does make a difference. Let's look at Gerard PK. PK is currently holding a 38,000 coin value. If an 88 rated Tots gets down below that, definitely going to buy into it. I don't see a reason not to at all, because again, they're going to hold that value of fodder no matter what happens. And especially if fodder goes up, if that price is only going to go up with that card as well. That card still is considered to be fodder. It just has a special place in terms of an SBC, a Tots SBC or something like that it has much more value in. So something to be mindful of. But that, to me, is really where you guys want to be laying your coins. Right now, it's in silvers on Thursday and Friday. And then Friday, you can be investing in, or even today, onwards, you can be investing in fodder. Buying your fodder up. Slim, thank you for the follow on Twitch, bro. You can buy your fodder up, making coins from fodder, and then buying into Tots as they're getting packed as well is going to be a massively, massively good play. I'll just be mindful you're not spreading yourself too wide, but I just think that you can't lose coins on fodder. You can't lose coins on Tots cards if they get below fodder prices, and you definitely won't lose coins on silvers. That much I can guarantee you, so long as you're buying in at the right prices. Remember, check pre-6 PM prices, post-6 PM prices. But that is going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing down below, clicking the like button, all that good stuff. Make sure you tell me down below what you guys want to see on the channel. It's massively helpful for me, helps guide the videos that you guys want to see. But for now, lads, I am out. Peace out. I will speak to you.